Okay, here we go, everybody. We are working on our Winter Village scenes. An art teacher friend of mine has made this wonderful packet, which is on your table, and that will help you with inspiration. So what we're working towards is we're going to make this jumbo bookmark that is two-sided. One is colored, and one is going to be black and white, so it's day and night, okay? What I'm looking for here is our details and personality. You do not need to copy exactly what is in these packets. The packets are just there for your reference and for your inspiration. So you have your sketchbook. Some of you guys are using your sketchbook for the very first time. If that's the case, I want you to fold back the first page so your sketchbook is easier to use, okay? Now, if it's up and down like this, that would be portrait. If it's this way, it's going to be landscape, right? So go ahead at this time and put your sketchbook on landscape mode. If for some reason you do not have a sketchbook, then you can get a piece of scratch paper, fold it in half, and you'll just draw on scratch paper today. I'll give you a second to do that. Great. Now, we are not drawing in perspective, but we still like to have some kind of horizon line which creates the illusion of something being grounded. You do not need to use a ruler for this, but I'd like you to go ahead and lightly, very lightly draw a line about a quarter of the way up, or a third of the way up. Very, very lightly. Okay. Then I'm going to, for this particular street that I'm going to make, it's going to be like Uptown Western Springs or Uptown LaGrange, right? So you're going to have businesses. The businesses, I'm going to do a couple for you, and then you're going to do some on your own. But let's just brainstorm for a second. I'm going to have a piece of scratch paper here. What would be some examples of some businesses in town? Anybody? The fruit store. Fruit store, butcher shop, right? What would be useful to you? What kind of place? Ice cream. What about a beauty parlor? A gym. B-E-A-U. No, you don't have to write it down. I'm just giving you some ideas. What about like coffee? Taco shop. Pizza parlor. Fancy restaurant. Yeah, a bank.
You go rob the bank.
What's the snow cone's place called?
No, it's tropical snow.
Okay. Shh, thank you. These are all good suggestions, Ray. Now, you're only going to have room for probably 4 or 5. We're going to do businesses, then we're going to do houses, okay? So here we go. I'm going to, just for a little bit of reference, I'm going to turn in my packet to, where are the businesses? Where are they? Okay, the businesses are at the front. I'm just going to look at this example for a minute. Thanks for listening. Shh. Some things that we like, I like these awnings. You'll see that they go out, right, Ramona? A plant. This person there's this kind of like holiday-ish. They've got a garland over the door, stuff in the window. They've got this little build out to the side. I mean, that's so cute. And just like the buildings in town, there's usually something going on upstairs. These might be apartments, like how my art studio is an apartment, or they might be offices. So, you know, the buildings are like thin and vertical. So here we go. I'm just going to start with a long rectangle. And I'm going to make like a triangle roof. I am loosely basing this off the bakery from the packet, loosely. Shh. Now, I'm just gonna make some lines to help myself. So if this, I'm gonna put my wreath up here. I'm gonna come back to that though. It's gonna be my wreath. Bless you. Here's one row of windows. Here's another row of windows. Now I'm gonna make my okay. Okay. You'll notice that I made the stripes kind of angle out on that. And this is, we're learning here. This is a sketch, so it doesn't need to be perfect. Great. I'm also going to erase this little line right here. Now, I love an arched doorway. The cute little window in there. And then here is our picture window where the, whatever it's gonna be is gonna exist in there, right? So if it was a pizza parlor, to be, you know, maybe pizza's in the window. So because this is gonna be a bakery, I'm gonna have like a gigantic wedding cake in the window. Okay? And up here, I'm gonna do my sign. Should we make it be Kirschbaum's or just bakery? Kirschbaum. Kirschbaum's. I don't know if I spelled it correctly. But what would have fit for sure would have been bakery, right? It's a, it could be whatever you want. Oh, I love a smiley face cookie. All right, here we go, guys. Thank you for listening. So details matter. Details are what makes a thing look, you know, special. And now I'm going to make my wreath a little more something. Okay. Okay. That's cute. And then, you know, if I'm looking at the packet, they've got like a garland above the window. They've got a bell in the window. We need a doorknob, right? A welcome mat. And then they have like a little kind of cute seating area out here. Okay. Whew. little planter. That's not great, but. Okay, so you get the idea, right? And then I'm gonna leave a little space in between, and maybe this building looks a little different. I'm gonna look for another, this one's gonna be, I'm just gonna go right to the next page, a bookshop. But it doesn't have to be a bookshop.
Does it have to be super realistic?
No, we're having fun. Okay, so at this time, I'm gonna turn off this video because I'm gonna go to time lapse.